Hi, my name is Elissa and I'm one of the teachers in the squirrel class. The other teacher is Madame Katrine. This year we decided to do something a little bit different for parent orientation. We are still having parent orientation this week on Thursday evening. But before that happens, we wanted you to have access to our parent newsletter and as well as these videos. For my portion of the video, I'm going to be just going over the highlights of the parent newsletter. So please take the time to read through all of the details in the newsletter just to help you feel more prepared when your child starts school next week. And then you'll also see a video made by Madame Katrine, and her portion of the video will be giving you a little bit of a tour of the school, of our classroom, on the lower playground, as well as the restrooms for when and if your child does potty training this year. So again, I'm just going over the highlights right now, but a lot more detailed information is actually in the parent newsletter. And then for parent orientation, when you come in, after you've seen the videos and have read through the newsletter, if you have any questions or concerns, then that'll be a great opportunity for you to meet with us and go over any of those issues or concerns, as well as be able to tour the classroom. If you'd like to bring your child, you're welcome to, or it could just be you, whatever's most convenient. And if you want to drop off some supplies at that time, you're welcome to do that as well. So yeah, our week begins next week to see all the little ones. We have the staggered schedule, which I believe you received from Shauna, our director. And then when we come in, we try to start all day out on the lower playground, weather permitting. So you'll be able to come down the main stairs and just, instead of turning left into the building, you'll continue on to our gate. And please be sure to sign in your child. And then you can come in the gate and latch it behind you. And then you're welcome to stay as long as you want to with your child until they feel comfortable and ready to hug you and say bye. And then hopefully they'll have a wonderful morning with us. If they are sad, if there are tears, then Katrine and I will love on them and try to get them engaged with other children or other activities. They're also welcome to bring a security item from home, whether that's a small blanket or a special stuffed animal. They're welcome to bring it to school. Unfortunately, we can't allow any pacifiers simply because at this age, they're extremely oral, and 1 minute they're taking out a passy and sharing it with a friend or rubbing it in the sand. So it's just better to leave the pacifiers at home, and you're welcome to bring in the security item though. If your child is unable to settle and they're having a really hard time and just really miss mom and dad, then we'll contact you after 10 or 15 minutes or so and let you know. If that's the case, if they have a really hard time, then what we can do is work with you on adjusting the drop-off time and pickup time, and then extend it a little bit until your child becomes more familiar with the school and more comfortable, and then eventually we'll be able to stay the whole 3 hours. In addition, you're welcome to stay with your child as long as you'd like if you think that will help as well. Once we do our playtime outside, we come in and do thorough hand washing and have snack at our table in our classroom. The first week of school, the nursery school does provide snacks, but then after that, we will send out a monthly snack calendar, and then everyone has a rotation on bringing in snacks. Again, all of this information will be in your newsletter, and that'll give you details about how many snacks to bring, snack suggestions, and even snacks that we need to avoid due to choking hazards and allergy hazards. So all that information will be in there. For snack time, we're asking parents to bring in labeled sippy cups that your child is able to use. And if your child attends just 2 days a week, you're welcome to just bring in 1 sippy cup, because it's easy for us to run that sippy cup through our dishwasher at school. If your child attends 4 days, please send in 2 sippy cups so that your child will have a clean sippy cup for each day there at school. I did send a message out earlier regarding diapers. We do have a lot of extras at the nursery school right now. So if you let Katrine or I know what size diaper your child wears, then we can go ahead and organize those baggies in our classroom with those sizes and have those ready for next week. However, if your child is very sensitive and needs a special brand of diaper, you can absolutely send those in, and we'll be sure to put that specific those kinds of diapers on your child. If your child does tend to get diaper rashes or needs any kind of special ointment or cream, according to DHS, that is considered a medication, in which case we can apply it, but first we need you to fill out a medication form, and Ms. Shauna has those forms in the office if you'd like to pick one up, and then we'll keep a copy of that in our room, as well as the ointment or lotion that you may need for your child. Let's see what else. Parent involvement in our class is very important. So again, like I said earlier, you're welcome to stay as long as you want with your child. You're also welcome to come a little bit early and spend time with your child at pickup time. Pickup time is at 12 o'clock, and we're normally in our classroom at that time. Also, if you have any special interests that you'd like to share with the children, if you can sing, or if you'd like to read a book, or if you play an instrument, we'd love for you to come in and be involved. The children always enjoy it, and especially your child, I'm sure, will just light up to have mom or down there, or even a grandparent come in and participate. We'd love to have you do that. Also, with it being a school and with this age group being very oral and not very aware of how to cover their coughs and sneezes, illness is sometimes an issue. So we would ask parents, if your child has a fever or has been vomiting or has had diarrhea, any of these within the last 24 hours, if your child has a rash or pink eye, all of these things, we would ask the child to stay home until these symptoms are cleared up and go away. But then also, if your child has a deep, wet cough, or if their nose is just constantly running, I always tell parents that Katrina and I are both parents, and so we don't mind at all to wipe noses. But the thing is, if we're constantly wiping noses and if it's dripping everywhere, the germs are going to spread. As much as we try to clean and sanitize and wash hands, those germs are still going to get out there. So just to be safe with our children at the school who may be autoimmune compromised, or for children who have newborn babies at home, we're going to ask that if they have any of those illnesses or any of those symptoms, to please keep them home until those symptoms go away, and then they'll feel a lot better when they come back to school, and it'll be safer for everyone involved in the school. If you ever have any questions or concerns for us, please feel free to reach out. You can talk to us in person, you can send us a text, you can call us, you can send us an email, reach out on ProCare. All of this contact information for Katrina and myself will again be in the parent newsletter that you can look out for. Also, for parent communication, Katrina and I take turns doing our programming, and that is usually sent out either weekly or bi-weekly, and you will receive an email for that particular newsletter and programming, as well as every month you'll receive a new snack calendar. So be looking for all that information. For the programming at our nursery school, it is intentional. We do follow the 10ELDS, which is the Tennessee Early Learning Development Standards. And that just means that we use those standards to guide our programming as far as literacy and math and science and social emotional development. All of those skills we apply in our programming and our different activities, whether it's in our water table or our sensory table, or the books we bring in, or the creative art projects that we do with the children. It's all guided by these. So if you have any questions or concerns at all, again, reach out to us. Look for all of this information and all of these messages that we're going to send out to you. And we look forward to seeing you either Thursday evening or next week for school. Have a great day.